क्वेश्चन ये है कि पाकिस्तान अगर अभी सेकुलर स्टेट में कन्वर्ट हो जाता है तो डू यू थिंक कि ये एक अच्छा चीज़ होगी या बुरी चीज़ होगी और क्यों?
आई थिंक कंसिडरिंग अगर मैं मेजॉरिटी अवाम की बात करूँ तो डेफिनेटली ये एक बहुत गलत स्टेप होगा, क्योंकि आपके जो यहाँ पे मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल हैं यहाँ पे उनके जो है रिलीजियस के साथ जो सेंटिमेंटल वैल्यूज़ हैं काफ़ी ज़्यादा हाई हैं। और अगर आप लाहौर, इस्लामाबाद और कराची की अवाम को निकाल दो जो कि बिल्कुल 10% जो है आपकी पाकिस्तान की 10% भी नहीं, लेस देन 10% होगी, तो अगर उस अवाम की आप निकाल दो तो मेजॉरिटी अवाम जो है आपकी वो इसके अगेंस्ट ही होगी। तो आई थिंक लिविंग इन पाकिस्तान, और अगर आप मेजॉरिटी और जब आप कहते हो कि सोल का और डेमोक्रेटिक स्टेट है ये, तो हाँ ठीक है, मेजॉरिटी अगर इस बात के अगेंस्ट हो तो डेफिनेटली हमें इसमें कन्वर्ट नहीं होना चाहिए, ऑफ कोर्स। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Well, I think it would be negative for Pakistan to move towards a secular state. This is because the ideology of Pakistan, the reason because Pakistan was formed was based on religion. So this will be a really drastic change from our roots. And secondly, Pakistan is a society where people have a deep inclination towards religion. So people will be really offended, and there will be a really serious clash of mindsets. So I think today Pakistan is a country where there is already, the opinion is very divided. So I think we shouldn't take a step that will further bridge the gap.
Would it be positive or negative for Pakistan to transform from an Islamic republic to a secular state, and why do you feel this way? So it would be a negative thing because the laws of a country should represent the will of its people. Otherwise, it's just tyranny. The majority of Pakistan has a sentimental value for religion here, so it would be a bad idea to sort of change the laws against the wishes of people. At the same time, the laws shouldn't be like strictly Islamic as they aren't now, because the population isn't ready for that. So that's it. That's my answer. Thank you very much.
I think at this moment पाकिस्तान completely शरिया को ना फॉलो कर रहा है और ना ही सेक्युलर रूल्स को फॉलो कर रहा है। तो अगर हम लोग इस्लामिक अम्ब्रेला के अंदर सेक्युलर स्टेट में शिफ्ट कर जाएं तो I don't think that would make a huge difference.
So I don't believe that secularism is a good idea for Pakistan. This is because every nation has its own set of values and beliefs that it evolves with. Without it, it would be lost. Its sense of identity would be lost. Islam is not just our religion, it is the sense of ideology that we have evolved with. It is also the reason into which this country has fought its independence. So now after let's say 60 plus years, we come up to a nation and ask them to change their ideology altogether. I don't really think that would be a good idea. It might even cause religious unrest around the nation, and I don't really think that the people of Pakistan are positive towards such a change.
For a country like Pakistan, I don't think it's a very feasible idea to transform into a completely secular nation. Why? Because while we do have an educated class in the country and our literacy levels are rising, we must keep in mind that as a society our tolerance levels remain very low. So, while we are very liberal and we might just tell everyone that we're very educated and we have awareness and everything, our tolerance level generally remains very low. So we do not know if we transform into a completely secular nation, how is the country going to react to it, how are the masses going to react to it. Secondly, we do have very polar beliefs. We have people who are extremely religious and we have people who are way too liberal. So we do not know that if we come up with the secular nation, if we transform the country into a completely secular state, how are the polar people going to react?
पाकिस्तान में इस वक्त जो सबसे बड़ी जो बात है वो ये कि पाकिस्तान हासिल किया गया था माइनॉरिटीज़ के लिए, और उस वक्त माइनॉरिटीज़ में मुसलमान भी शामिल थे, ऑल्दो पाकिस्तान का नाम इस्लामी जमहूरिया पाकिस्तान रखा गया, लेकिन यहाँ पर इस्लामी शरीयत का निज़ाम नहीं है। इसकी वजह से, और लेकिन हम लोग कहते ही है कि इस्लामी शरीयत यहाँ पे जो है वो उसका निज़ाम जो है वो यहाँ पे चालू है, लेकिन ऐसी कोई बात नहीं है। इस वजह से यहाँ पे माइनॉरिटीज़ काफ़ी ज़्यादा डिग्रेड हो रही हैं। तो बेटर ये होगा कि यहाँ पे इसको सेकुलर स्टेट डिक्लेयर कर दिया जाए। उससे ये होगा कि माइनॉरिटीज़ जो है उनके लिए काफ़ी ये मुफीद ये बात होगी कि उनको जो है उनको भी फ़ायदे मिलेंगे इससे। लेकिन अगर आपने इस्लामी जमहूरिया पाकिस्तान रखना है तो उसमें आपको प्रॉपर इस्लामिक लॉज को इम्प्लीमेंट करना पड़ेगा।
The issue at hand here regarding a secular state or an Islamic state is, first of all, we have to understand that if we're going to change from an Islamic state to a secular state, we have to take in mind the consequences of such an action. First of all, nothing really is going to change on a massive scale if you're going to take that action, but just changing the label will provoke a lot of people, because people everywhere in the world tend to have a negative reaction to such sensitive matters. So I think, considering the fact that we have a lot of other problems in our country right now, we shouldn't be messing around with these issues.
I think it all depends on how you define secularism. As far as I am concerned, the people here are happy. Ultimately, it's the people's decision to whether make this state an Islamic state or a secular state. It may be an Islamic state, but in reality there are secular laws, like we don't have the Shariat, which includes the whip lashes for punishments, etc. So it's pretty much a secular system. But at the same time, there are boundaries within that need not be crossed, such as there is a ban on bars and casinos, etc. So I think it's good for the country because that's what the people want, and ultimately it's the people's decision to have whatever governance they want.